Hey guys, today we're going to talk about integers and what they are. So when we're looking at integers, we'll start off with our vocab, and the one main important vocab term is an integer, which is a positive and negative whole numbers. And I know we just got done with a unit on fractions, and I know we just got done with a unit on decimals, and those are real numbers. Those actually do exist, but right now we're only going to be working with whole numbers. And so to indicate a number is positive, we're going to use a plus sign in front of it. And to indicate a number is negative, we're going to put a minus sign in front of it. And it's important that we put the sign in front of it and not in back of it, because this means this number is -4, and this number means this is 4 minus something. So this is turning into an operation where this is actually describing the number. So it's important to remember that the signs go before the number, and they are part of that term. Okay, so go ahead and copy down this number line. Pause the video if you need to. So what we have done in the past, up until this point in your mathematical career, is you have dealt with numbers that are basically from 0 through 4 on this number line in the positive direction. Well, now we're going to start dealing with the numbers that are less than 0. And you can see I have on the number line that things are evenly spaced out, and I have my positive whole numbers on that side. Those are also our counting numbers, 1, 2, 3. And our whole numbers, which include 0. And then now we're going to include our negative whole numbers, -1, -2, -3, -4. And that would also keep going on. So make sure that those arrows are at the ends of your number line. So going back to our positive numbers, okay, positive numbers are on the right-hand side of 0. The further away from 0 you get, the larger and more positive the numbers are. Okay, so think about like money. If you have $1, I mean that's good, you have some money in your pocket, but if you have $2, that means you have more than $1. Okay, same thing with 4. If you have $4 in your pocket, that means that you have more than $1 or $2. So that means as we go towards the right on the number line, things are getting larger. If we look at the left side of the number line where the negative numbers are, the further away from 0 we go to the left, the smaller and more negative the numbers become. So if you think about money again, right, and say you don't have any money but you really want to I don't know, buy something for lunch, say a drink or something, and I'd lend you $1. Well, you would owe me $1, okay? So when you get that $1, you'd have to repay me. And let's say that you wanted to get $1 and another snack, and that came out to $2. So you would owe me more money. And say you did that 2 days in a row. You wanted a drink, which was $1, and a snack, which was $1, 2 days in a row, that would be $4. You would owe me even more money than you did the day before. So the further we go away from 0, the more money you're going to end up owing. And the smaller or the more negative things will become. So you will also see number lines that are drawn like this. Go ahead and pause the video and copy down this number line, please. Now you may not have worked with this kind of a number line before in school per se, but you've seen this before. Where have you seen this before? Well, this kind of looks like a temperature gauge a little bit. Okay? Here's our 0, here's our baseline. And then all the numbers above 0 and are the positive numbers. All the numbers below 0 are negative. And if you think about going upwards in temperature, Well, things are going to get warmer. Okay, temperature's going to get larger. Okay, if we go lower, okay, things are going to get colder. Okay, so the lower or the more negative you get into, the colder it's going to get, the further away from zero. And on the left side here, I have keywords for both the positive and the negative, terms for that work with positive and negative numbers. So things like gain and going up and more than, increase, raise, above, greater, climb, those all mean positive things. Okay, that means things are going up. And if you think about words like loss, down, less, less than, decrease, lower, below, drop, or fall, that means things are going more negative. They're going down. Okay, so what I would like you to do is think of some situations that happen in your life that you've come across where things either are negative or positive in regard to numbers. Okay, so try to come up with at least 3 examples. Pause the video, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about this. All right, let's see if you came up with any of these examples. Now yours might be different, and that's perfectly fine. So for the negative, if the temperature drops below 0, okay, that's going to be, well, cold, but it's also going to be negative. If you owe money, we talked about that earlier. If you borrow $1 or some money from people. Swimming underwater. If you swim underwater, you're below the water level. Okay, that's certainly negative, going down. Same thing with below sea level. Or if you have a debt, or if you are withdrawing money from the bank. Okay? And then for positive things, like jumping up in the air, you're leaving the ground level and going higher. You're earning money. Okay, you're adding to what you have. Riding up an elevator. Okay, you're on the ground floor in an elevator and you go up a couple of floors, you are going in the positive direction. Gaining yards in football, anyone who's a football fan, when your team throws a ball and they make a catch, or they run and they gain yardage towards the end zone, that's good. Okay, that's positive. Depositing money into a bank, and then positively charged electricity is another example. Okay, folks, we're going to talk about integers in class, and this is the beginning of something much larger. But we'll see you in class. Oops.